Hey everybody, Jay Marino here. Welcome back to Enslavers Redux, this custom campaign for StarCraft 2 created by OmegaWeaponX. It's a reimagining / remake of the original Enslavers created by Blizzard for the original StarCraft, and this is part of the Mass Recall mod. So we're heading into the third Terran mission, Playing with Fire. We've collected all of the resource pickups up until this point. We saved the scientists last time. I don't know what effect that's going to have. I assume there's going to be a benefit for either saving them or letting them die, but it would be mutually exclusive. You've arrived at Shezar's primary base. He won't let you gain a foothold in the region. Foothold in the region. You need a strong defense. Watch out for sneak attacks into your base. Stay alert at all times. So this mission was originally a cut mission from the original Rebel Yell, which was called Biting the Bullet, which is included in the Mass Recall project now. So I have played it, so I'm familiar with the map layout. These maps were just really huge macro missions in the original iteration. I don't know what Omega Weapon has changed, but this is one where there's Zerg on the map. There's like huge Terran bases on 2 different islands. If you want to rescue the Protoss, it takes like twice as long. We'll see. As the commander and Montag traversed the series of twisting underground paths below the mercenary compound, they eventually came across a large underground installation. Breaking through, they both quickly realized this was no ordinary operation, as experiments on both Zerg and Protoss were being conducted. Eventually, they arrived to the central data center and learned, to their horror, that Shezar wasn't just experimenting on the Zerg, they were controlling them. The only way to cease his control, they learned, was to destroy an unusual Zerg creature Shezar had captured. Shezar himself, watching them remotely, decided enough was enough and ordered the installation to self-destruct. With all power systems failing, the Zerg were released from containment. Montag decided to do something uncharacteristic to his nature and protect his friend against the onslaught of the Zerg, sacrificing himself in the process. Grief-stricken, the commander pushed onward against the Zerg and escaped to the surface to seek vengeance. Meanwhile, a mysterious officer from Shezar's operation, who was leading the experiments within the compound, now looked down at the planet from his cloaked vessel in orbit around the planet. He became frustrated at the Dominion's involvement in his affairs and realized something must be done about them if these pitiful mercenaries fail in their true task at hand. Damn, Shezar. How could we have been so careless? I failed my unit. I failed Guy. Better late than never, right? Commander, there's no way you could have known what he was planning. I knew Montag well, but this isn't your fault. This is the fault of an outlaw, plain and simple. It is our job, and now our motivation, to see him face justice. Commander, we are receiving an incoming long-range frequency transmission from Korhal. It is Emperor Mengsk. Patching into you now. Commander, you've arrived back already. What have you found? What did we find? Experiments with the Zerg. Experiments no merc ragtag group should have been doing in the first place. We walked into a damn trap. Shezar was monitoring us the entire time and sabotaged the facility while unleashing the Zerg on us. We barely made it out there alive. Guy didn't. I see. Montag was a brave soldier. He knew the risks going down there. But he knew as well as you that we still have a job to do. What else did you find? Do we know where Shezar is now? The base we originally destroyed was just an outpost after they invaded Bairn. He has a larger facility on Halcyon, southeast of our position near the colonist capital. We believe he's operating from there. We also found that Shezar was actually controlling the Zerg with alien technology from the Protoss given freely to him. What do you know about this? And don't lie. Not this time, Mengsk. Watch your tongue, Commander. Don't forget who you work for. This is the first I'm hearing of this. You know as well as I that the Zerg can't be controlled, only lured like mindless locusts. But if this is true, then the situation has gotten worse than we thought. If Shezar is capable of ordering Zerg around, then he's more dangerous than we ever thought possible. We need to stop this Zerg army of his now before he can escape off-world and threaten more Dominion worlds. We may not have to. We also learned the Zerg are only being controlled through a creature called a Cerebrit. If we take out the Cerebrit, the Zerg might stop listening to his orders and give us the time we need to break through and take him out. Then it's settled. Mobilize all your remaining forces from Alpha Squadron and establish a base near the South Capital. General Warfield will lead the attack from the north with reinforcements from Omega Squadron. Then we'll crush the Zerg and anyone part of Shezer's operation. Commander, to that end, I'd like to introduce you to someone. Tom Kazansky, one of the best Wraith pilots in the fleet, has just arrived near the planet's orbit and will be joining shortly to assist you. Patching him into you now. Copy, Command. I've only just arrived. I've been doing scout runs through the capital. It's completely wrecked. The Zerg have turned this city into a wasteland. Look, I don't really care why we're here. Just give me some orders and I'll make sure this Shezer is ground in dust. Kazansky out. We're going to need more than a few hothead Wraith pilots and guns to stop the Zerg, General. I couldn't agree more, Commander. Now I think would be a perfect time to deploy our newest technology, Magellan. It's the latest in Advanced Dominion cybernetic construct, AI research created in part by a brilliant researcher Egon Stetman at our research facility on Tyrador 3. Let's get one thing clear here, Mengsk. I don't follow orders blindly, especially not from you. I know what kind of man you really are. You abandoned Kerrigan and she needed you. When she needed you, given the opportunity, you'd have abandoned me and Jim too. I'm only here because you gave me no choice, and I don't want to see these people suffer the same mistakes I did at your command. I'll do whatever it takes to ensure that guy's sacrifice is not in vain. The Zerg Shezer, hell, even the Protoss, whoever is responsible for giving these mercs this tech is going to wish they never crossed. Arcturus, I'm not going to sit idly by while this commander of yours is outright disobeying orders. I know you value his abilities in helping overthrow the Confederacy, but I joined your Dominion because I believed in protecting humanity at all costs. If we don't all fall in line together, then we run the risk of creating more dissidents, and we turn into another Confederacy all over again. Now, what are we going to do about this? Absolutely nothing, Horus. Not yet, anyway. The commander's just grieving for his comrade's loss, and I can relate to loss. He isn't a dissident like Raynor. But stay alert, and keep the commander in line. I don't want personal feelings or history to get in the way of what needs to get done. Now, on to more interesting matters. Adjutant, order down a survey team to excavate the underground ruins of Shezer's lab compound. I want anything of value brought to my personal attention. Keep this action sealed, even from General Warfield. Of course, Emperor. We'll add this to your personal file on Zerg Protoss research and experimentation. I guess just a couple things. I feel like the opening crawl with the slides, it's just telling the story of the last mission that we just played, so I don't know if those are necessary at all. And one thing about the briefing, it's pretty neat. Again, they're kind of bulky. Relative to other projects that I play, it's really not that long, but I think for what, for the story, I don't think it needs to be this long. But it is neat to see how it's trying to kind of splice these together, like via Urazaj and then Alan Shezer, and this side story of Enslavers. That's kind of how Mengsk got onto being able to sort of inherit the hybrid research, which otherwise I don't think is explained. Okay, survive until reinforcements arrive. All right.
It's way past time I dispense some indiscriminate justice. Ready to drop the hammer.
Do those change skins 3 times? 2 times?
You know who the best starfighter in the fleet is? Targeting systems primed. Light 'em up. I'm just curious, why am I so good?
Ruined capital of Halcyon, primary enslaved Zerg brood nesting grounds. So we just have to live. Ooh, Magellan is huge. Look at how big he is. Commander, all areas are secured, but Zerg attacks are getting hot. Understood, Sergeant. Let's beef our defenses up. We need to hold out until Omega Squadron arrives. We won't fall today. Let's show these Zerg what humans can do when put up against the fence. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead here. 7 palladium and 5 iridium to find here. Commander, get hotkeyed.
Go ahead.
Wraiths took some damage in these attacks, unfortunately. I guess let's come on over here and repair them. Shock division.
Need medical attention?
You love that.
SCV good to go, sir.
Let's maybe toss you in a bunker here. And what can you do? Greetings, Commander. New transmission received from defected Shezzer scientist. He expresses gratitude for saving him. The gift has been uploaded to our command schematics for perdition turrets. Results are deadly. Impressive. I guess there's still some fire left with us after all. Okay, that's great.
Good to go. Outstanding.
Perdition turret. Weapon tip perdition turret. Automated. Yeah, so we know what these are. That's cool. That's great. Self-repair. Can't move or act, but then he fully repairs himself over 20 seconds or less. Tom Kazansky, expert Wraith pilot, excellent at surgical strikes, can attack at ground and air. Aerial elite. Aerial support unit can use standard science vessel abilities at a fraction of the energy cost, can also rapidly self-repair. That's cool. You can pause and read their little biographies if you'd like. Magellan's got a weird, scary portrait, like he's Skynet going to kill us. Normally there's like a, well, there's some iridium here.
Not a problem.
Okay, let's start getting some upgrades. Got plenty of money to start here. We can get field response theta and more of our other guys too. You know what? Let's go structure armor first.
What can it do? Sure.
SCV good to go, sir.
And then get Magellan in a little closer.
I'm listening.
Yes, sir.
And then let's just build a bunch of turrets over here. I would love to start just building a ton of wraiths as well.
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, so let's hotkey these dudes separately.
Go ahead.
I'm going to build like an air force of, I think primarily wraiths. I'm not a huge fan of having to drop just in general, so I probably just won't.
Go, sir.
I'm just going to make some marines and fire bats for now while we get a bunch of gas going. We're going to need a lot of gas as time goes on.
Add-on.
What about down here? More pickups, more iridium, or that's palladium, right? I like that there's a lot of pickups that we can get.
Base is under attack.
Let's leave some SCVs over here.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Okay, that's a pretty significant size of stuff. So let's get down here. And Magellan can take like a ton of hits. Not Magellan. Tom Kazansky can take a ton of hits, so that's all well and good. And let's get a bunker down here, along with extra turrets, so that we can defend that. And then we have a separate base down here. We're going to need the gas, so let's take this ASAP.
Good to go, sir.
You know what? That's
Base is
good.
under attack.
Okay, don't ensnare me, bro.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and then Commander, coming down and get this stuff. The resources especially going to be really, really useful.
Base is under attack.
And then let's get some SCVs over here to repair. More and more to repair.
Not enough minerals.
And we'll try and load these up. And then we have like a group here that can kind of move around to different spots on the map at will in order to respond to these large attacks that are popping up. There we go. Find iridium. Looking good. There's more minerals down here too that I don't think I really need.
SCV good to go, sir.
I'll get another group of shock division.
Base is under attack.
What's eating at you?
Okay, looking good. Just keep repairing me up.
SCV good to go, sir.
And I'm just going to keep getting a lot of turrets along the edge here, and then more tanks along this edge. So just because we did that one optional objective early in the game, we have access to field response theta and shock division, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. High-sec auto tracking seems incredibly strong at this point, so let's go for it.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and let's head over here, make sure that we keep this stuff locked down. It's mostly just wraiths, which doesn't scare me. It's just the drops that are going to be a problem.
What's eating at you?
And we'll keep getting upgrades as we go.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, SCVs. We're going to need gas in the long term. That's what we're going to be mostly short on, is definitely gas. We got some like bugged mineral patches of placement here. That's fine, though. The SCVs will figure it out eventually. It's just, you know, it's a little unfortunate, but they'll be okay. Loving the fact that we got perdition turrets. That's going to be really, really helpful over the course of this campaign.
Base is under attack.
And they're not going to get through this stuff. They're absolutely not. Okay, so let's toss these guys in here.
Base is under attack.
How's this over here? Warning, unknown Zerg organisms detected burrowing into base.
SCV good to go, sir.
Well, they do like to keep things interesting. We should prep our internal defenses. So I'm going to put my guys in an area that's not covered by my my defenses otherwise. Let's start queuing up more wraiths. Let's get this saturated.
Not enough. Base is under attack.
That's fine.
Base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
No sign of Niduses yet. Well, there they are.
SCV good to go, sir.
Get down here. Hit him with that Commander Blast.
Base is under attack.
And then down here, hit him with that Commander Blast.
Base is under attack.
I think that's all of them.
Research complete.
No, there's another one here. They're spewing out units faster than I can auto-attack into them. Okay, this side, I think, just needs turrets. Keep making SCVs and
Base is under
SCVs.
attack.
I'd love to get some field response theta out when possible. Fortified bunkers certainly can't hurt.
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, and I'm just going to throw down some turrets
Roger that.
around. They'll figure it out. Let's get over here. This is a pretty big attack. Tom Kazansky can take the heat. We'll give him the defense matrix, though. So this drop area over here is a little rough, but again, as long as we build enough turrets to kind of keep up with it, we should be fine. So repair there. We'll make new turrets. Let's go ahead and grab another command center eventually. Not right now, I guess. Come over here and repair Tom.
Good to go, sir.
And again, I think we just want to start building wraiths so that we can have a force that can move around the map and start like accomplishing stuff quickly as time goes on.
Upgrade complete.
Go ahead, Commander.
And just getting those wraith upgrades. Now we can't repair them easily, but we can fly them back to get repaired at our base when, you know, when it happens. These attacks don't concern me. There we go, +2. And where's my engineering bay? +2. I guess let's grab field response theta just so that we have it. And now we also have a mobile. We'll have that mobile group of raids so that we can kill guardians quickly as is necessary.
Raid awaiting launch order.
Because that's definitely be something that's gonna be happening. Okay.
Base is under attack.
And how about gas here? Let's go ahead and get multiples on gas there. Gets us more dudes in my bunkers. This is kind of what I was expecting, and remember my stuff now, or my turrets now shoot faster, which is awesome.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and I'm going to grab a few extra marines to fill up these bunkers completely.
Raid awaiting launch order.
Yeah, turrets are kind of the scariest thing, honestly, of all this stuff.
Somebody shoot.
Yes, sir.
They're just going to like fall right into my massive
Piece of me, boy.
What's eating at you?
trap of guys. Okay, no problem.
Read you.
Are you stuck? You're not stuck. Let's go ahead and grab even more turrets here.
Base is under attack.
And let's go ahead and get this command center finally.
Affirmative.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I said gas would be our long-term issue. It will be, for sure. Don't you worry. I wouldn't lie to you. Okay, Marines, that's full. And then
Nothing good to go.
over here.
Upgrade complete.
And then over here. Now, when it's time to attack, I'm just going to use Wraiths. I'm not going to mess around with... I'll bring Magellan, but I'm not going to mess around with... Well, maybe I will include Tom. He's pretty strong. It's just, you know, it's a little scary. And let's just queue up ship plating in advance. And I'm going to start grabbing some additional supply depots. This defense is going fine. I think with the shock division here, we're in like perfectly fine shape. The only thing again is just getting even more turrets because that's the only thing that could, I think, like really mess with us at this point. It's just like big Mutalisk groups or Guardians.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, let's grab improved flashbangs. That's good.
Base is under attack. Not enough mana.
Ooh, okay, so that was a decent chunk of Scourge. Gotta be careful with our heroes.
What do you want?
Warning, previous unknown Zerg organisms detected reburrowing. Stronger biosignatures detected. Okay, well, let's just kind of move over here and get ready to tank those down.
Base is
Now,
under
focus on these. Okay, Commander, I need you hitting these. The experimental gun thing has a pretty short range. This one's a bummer. Commander doesn't have push priority as a hero. That is unnecessarily unfortunate. Don't let more than 10 structures. Who cares? Who cares about achievements? Not me. Hopefully no more Nidus worms. And we have succeeded. Looks like you could use some help here, Commander. You ugly sons of bitches have a lot to answer for. Take 'em out, boys. Move out. Ooh, they've got Diamondbacks. Nuke targets acquired. Time to call down the thunder. Oh, you guys are killing yourselves. Do you realize that? Uh-oh. As long as that Defiler dies. Area secured, sir. Well, we'll pretend they didn't die. I didn't hear him die. Commander, we arrived as fast as we could. What's the situation here? Shezzer turned the heat up on us. The Cerebrit creature's just north of our position, but it's heavily defended. Still, we take out that Cerebrit and Shezzer should lose control of these Zerg for good. Then let's take this overgrown bug down. I'll keep Omega Squadron on defense standby while you go in and assault the Zerg directly. Pardon this interruption, sirs. We picked up a transmission on the hyper waveform emitter. Origin, Protoss, but signal source, unable to be located. The Protoss? What the hell do they want? Well, patch it through anyway. Mojo! Terran Commander, my name is Praetor Mojo, and I'm communicating to you psionically as I've been imprisoned. I've sensed your coming and your plans here, and you must heed my warning. Do not kill that Cerebrit. What is the meaning of this? How dare you interfere with the Dominion matter? Terran, you must listen. The individual you call Alan Shezzer commands dark void energy from stolen Protoss artifacts. We sensed the emanations from him using these artifacts, and we were sent here to investigate, but we were overpowered by the Zerg. We know not how Shezzer acquired the means to achieve this feat, but I fear if you kill this creature, the Zerg will run rampant without its master. Shezzer will certainly use the opportunity to escape this world with dark artifacts intact and find more Zerg to corrupt. Terrans, please help me free my brethren captured near your position here. Together you can free me and many others still imprisoned on this world. We must put a stop to this madness now. Belay that order, Commander. I've been monitoring this transmission. You have your orders from the Dominion Armed Forces, not some alien. Destroy that Cerebrit by any means necessary. This is our best chance at stopping Shezzer once and for all. That's an order from your Emperor. Don't test my patience with you any further. Terran, please. My power is fading, drained. I haven't much time. We must stop this dark escaping. I fear doom to all.
Our allies are being
Cool.
attacked.
Okay, my heroes ended up in this base. I don't need you up there right now. Commander, listen to Mengsk. I know your feelings on him and the situation, but we have a job to do. Take this outlaw down and even take out some Zerg while doing it. You know this is the right thing to do. But we don't... But we don't know what we're up against if these Protoss know how to stop them for good. We're the Terran Dominion. We've sworn an oath to protect humanity at any cost. Siding with the aliens goes against that oath. Do not waste the time or resources on those Protoss. Take out the Cerebrit commander. Nothing like some good old random crap happening in cutscenes to distract you while you're just trying to
Give us your best.
not die. Okay, let's go ahead and move
Base is
these
under attack.
over here. Okay, repair this.
Go ahead.
Commander, we've located Shezer's primary compound north of your location. It's guarded by surface-to-air missiles, and I ain't going through those while they're active. Take out the nearby power generators to halt them for good. Okay, this group right here, that's where this all belongs. And then here and here. And basically, I'm just gonna build enough wraiths to maybe just outright win this. And maybe what we can do
Allies are being attacked.
is then float our barracks from, like, place to place. Now, we have to, like, take this out. We have to find all the iridium and stuff. We have to make sure that these guys don't die. So we could cripple the Zerg while we're at it if I want
Base
to.
is under attack.
Which I don't if I don't have to. Let's grab 2 more
Base is under attack.
here. Commander, there's another issue detected. Attempting to target the energy tower would prove impossible this time. An unknown shield matrix has caused all projectiles against it to become 99.99% ineffective. Well, isn't that just perfect? How the hell did he pull that off? Whatever, I guess if we want to take out the Cerebrit and its Zerg, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so this group, you're just home defense for now. And I think what we're going to have to do is try to get around the map and clear as much of it out with wraiths as possible. I mean, I get you to make dropships, but I really don't want to make dropships. And
Base is under attack.
if we can make out if we could take like a good chunk of enemies,
Our allies'
then we'll go
base
from
is
there.
under attack.
SCVs here, but as you can see, we're already stockpiling a ton of resources. I see this up here, this up here as well. So it's just making enough raids to make this happen. Now, they're probably going to be able to scan but I'll get these upgrades anyway. We don't need control towers on these. Okay, and you know what? I think I'll even get more starports.
Our allies are being
Because even if I do want to go ahead and swap over to dropships, we want to be able to make them quickly enough. Okay, let's wait for ship plating level 2, and that's where we're going to go. We should have enough stuff by then. And these tanks can cover drops.
our allies are being our allies' base is under attack.
That's good stuff. And arguably, I think I actually have too many medics. So I'm going to kill my normal medics. I only had 1. Never mind. That's fine. Okay. We shouldn't... I mean, we technically don't need these bunkers anymore either, but they can't be salvaged in mass recall. Maybe that's like a special thing we'll get in the future. I don't know. Now, there's this base. Maybe I'll take this out first.
Base is under
Or we
attack.
take this out. I would probably come up here first, because then we could run the commander up there and pick up all the junk, the extra junk. So yeah, just queue up as many wraiths as we can afford for now. We're going to get maxed out on them, and we're just going to fly them into their deaths, and we'll see what they can accomplish. Hopefully a good amount, considering the amount that we're going to have. And we're going to have Magellan to scout for us, or to see invisible units. And let's go ahead and grab some comsat stations as well. Just in case. Maybe I'll get some more science vessels just in case. But obviously Magellan can't die or we lose, so...
Our allies are upgrading complete.
Turret me. Now, I don't know... I like how he's got Diamondbacks, and he's got the OG siege tanks. We've got the good siege tanks.
Add-on complete. Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, I'm producing out of 6 starports.
Add-on. Upgrade
We should be able to make some decently quick progress, and we're going to want to also snag a single dropship
Our allies'
so that we can
base is
ferry the
under
commander around to pick up the things, the pickups. Now, how much gas is left in here? About 5,000? About 3,000? There's other bases we're going to want to take. I could also full clear this map just straight up. So he's talking about getting rid of these generators to shut down turrets around the map as well. So, again, I'll probably just, with this group, I should be able to just auto-attack into an enemy base. Wraiths aren't super strong, but anything en masse should do just fine, I think. Let's see, how we doing? We did finish that level 2. You know what, at this rate, we might as well just max out. And if I destroy this, then I can take that base. But then we have to set up defenses and stuff as well. So we'll see what we can accomplish with the group of wraiths that we have. Again, it's gonna allow us to max out.
Base is under attack.
So they're coming in with a lot of wraiths, but we also have more concentrated anti-air than I think the enemy's gonna have. Plus we've got 2-2. Well, they may also have 2-2. So if we scan this, for example, we also don't have to deal with tanks. They're 0-0, and they have 1-1 infantry. So I think we'll be fine.
Our allies are being attacked.
Famous last words. Let's just wait for this last round. Did I queue up a dropship?
Our allies are being attacked.
Wraith awaiting launch orders. Command. Transmit coordinates.
46, 45 wraiths, including Tom Kazansky.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty good.
Wraith awaiting launch orders.
You rang?
Good healing, good healing.
Launch orders.
Okay, and then we need this again. That's just to bring the commander, just to move him around. So the first thing I'll do is let's go up to the upper area, up in this direction. Now my concern is if we come up here and we destroy it, they might just rebuild it all, you know? Which would be a bummer.
Awaiting launch orders. Roger.
Did I spawn another wraith?
Can I take your order?
You stay here, and that's for later. We can go around and pick all the junk at the end. And we can see them through the fog of war, so once we reveal them once, then we can see where they're all at. So my goal is we're going to come up here. It looks like there's a base we could take as well, plus an enemy base, not to mention.
Upgrade complete.
And but they might rebuild all this stuff, because again, all this stuff is set to bully triggers. Look out, buddy.
Mineral field depleted.
Then we'll pull back and we can repair them, but we'll keep an eye out to see if they repair all this stuff or not. It varies per area. Oh yeah, this is good stuff.
Base is under attack.
Just in case for Tom Kazansky, and then we'll keep some more wraiths at home to replace the ones we're losing. Power generator has been destroyed. Power to mercenary command turret defense is decreased.
Job confirmed. Right away.
We could use some help here, Commander. Okay, so he's gonna need help, unfortunately. Maybe what I'll do is just build some turrets for him and give him some tanks.
Are being attacked. Upgrade complete.
A bunch of resources and just random junk up here to pick up.
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, I see why they need help, so let's get down here. And then you, let's just keep you back here and just keep looking around. Okay, don't worry, buddy, we're here to help. Repair. Okay, he is repairing. Good work. Let's go home and repair my wraiths.
Reporting in.
Base is under attack.
And then you, let's double check to make sure that they're not trying to retake this crap. And if they're not, then I'll go up there and snag this, especially the gas. Like, this is a really juicy base to take. Again, we don't really need it right now, but that's perfectly acceptable. Commander, why don't we go and pick this stuff up?
Not a problem.
Mineral field depleted. Our allies are being attacked.
Move it.
Resource pickups that we don't need, but that's fine. And then come back home. I'm going to quick save in case something gets lost in translation here.
Reporting in.
Okay, this is mostly mined out, so all you SCVs come on over here and repair. Then I'm going to move over and take out this base. Now, the other thing I could do, I really like how they, Gains 100 life, plus 2 armor, and 10% movement speed. Is that total, or is that on top of what he's already gained, I wonder?
Upgrade complete. Base
He's
is
pretty
under
good at
attack.
defending himself. It might be for the best to actually send him some defenses.
Our allies are being attacked.
We can check the commander stats here in a moment. He's just wandering around.
Say it loud and proud, son.
Yeah, I think that's total. I understand. That's really good, though.
Our allies' base.
Now, I wonder if this area will get
base is
attacked.
under
It doesn't seem like it will. Oh my gosh, they want to get to that one Wraith to repair him so bad. Alright, those are just trucks. We don't have to worry about them. Iridium coming up. Okay, that seems like it's everything on my side.
Order acknowledged.
Some good men are dying out here.
To what?
I'm listening.
Okay, well anyway, he's going home.
Engineering at your
Transmit core.
Now, we're going to quick save and we're going to bomb into this brown base on the right. This might be a little bit more of a disaster. I don't know how this is going to go. But this base is probably going to rebuild a little more aggressively. But we have a lot. So I think we'll be okay. As long as we're also not getting spam locked down or anything. Destroy 3 power generators within 15 minutes once located. That's fine.
Base is under attack.
Tom K, back out.
Base is under attack.
I'm going to keep this pressure on. And I'm going to go for the command center and the SCVs first. Okay, I got EMP. That's okay. I thought that I was like, did I get Psionic Stormed or something? No.
Our allies are being attacked.
Take this
Our
out.
allies' base is under attack.
Tom K. They really like focusing him down. Maybe it's because we're on hard difficulty. I'm not sure. Let's maybe focus fire a little bit. Okay, Tom K, I'm going to send you home. Hopefully he doesn't get caught on the way back, but I think he'll be okay. Absolute spam of defense in these areas, that's for sure. Oh yeah, what happened up here?
Our allies'
They
base
just-
is under
Just casual drop of a ton of guys. It seems like my Wraith aggression priority is messed up in the sense that they try to stop and destroy. They don't defend themselves. Power generator has been destroyed,
are being attacked.
etc., etc. Good work, you all. Let's just keep making Wraiths. There's some Palladium over here, too. I think I have to just make sure I right-click stuff with the Wraiths, otherwise it doesn't really work, is how I would hope. Because they'll just, like, keep attacking supply depots when I need them actually defending themselves.
Reporting in. Attack formation.
command. Right away.
Okay, it doesn't seem like they have the means of rebuilding over here, or like this is technically set as a separate base, and because the command center is gone, then maybe... I don't know, man.
Mineral field depleted.
This is absolute static defense spam. My goodness.
Base is under
Okay,
attack.
just go ahead and auto-attack. Let's see how this is going over here. They're getting more and more Wraiths. I also can continue getting more and more Wraiths.
Battlefield conditions. Commencing. Order acknowledged.
Okay, right base is now taken out. We can swing up and get that last power generator, which supposedly will depower all the turrets, maybe? Maybe all the turrets?
Our allies are being
How's this going over here? He's not refilling his front bunkers, but otherwise he's doing okay. If I have to, again, I can completely cripple the Zerg. I don't want to have to do that, but I absolutely could.
Mineral field depleted.
Immediately. Command
Well, let's grab
Our
this.
allies are being attacked.
Now, this base over here is promising to take. Maybe I will do that instead.
Input
So
coordinates.
let's bring these
Our allies
SCVs.
are being attacked.
Affirmative.
We'll make another trip to bring the commander.
Hang on, we're in for some.
Now, I don't know if the AI is programmed to be smart enough to, like, attack this area once we retake it, because obviously they dropped stuff up here, and they're not sure, like, what they're doing. Regardless, we got what we needed with the commander with the pickups and stuff. We also should be scanning all around the Zerg base to see if there are pickups to get.
Not enough energy.
State your request.
Okay, repair me.
Mineral field depleted.
Where's the gas? That's what I need here.
Affirmative.
It honestly couldn't hurt to just get more command centers anyway.
Go ahead.
And then let's bring the commander over here so that we can pick this stuff up.
We are at maximum supply.
We're maxed out already. And we've already got enough gas
Reporting in.
to rebuild a bunch of wraiths if we need to as well.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
So once these are done, we go ahead and we snag more
Awaiting
Transmit coordinates.
more comsat stations, and then we just scan around and see the right path that we want to take. Is it? He's okay. Maybe?
Base is under attack. Our allies.
Nope.
are
All of
being
you get up
attacked.
here. Okay, we Gucci.
immediately. Right away. Order accepted.
And don't worry, we can build more SCVs.
Base is under attack.
Roger that.
State your request.
Okay, they are going to drop down here now instead, unfortunately. Where's the commander?
Input coordinates.
I'm listening.
I feel like maybe leaving the commander over here could be a mistake.
Reporting for duty.
Comsat,
I read. Orders, Captain.
SCVs,
Orders received.
turret me.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Mineral field depleted.
And then add these to my comsat group. You pick up palladium
Skinny on the way.
and iridium. So there's one iridium left and 2 more palladium left after this.
Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted.
There's one. It's kind of a weird place for it. Okay, see, I'm trying to pick this stuff as we go, otherwise this could end up taking really, really long.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll get this set up.
Ready for service. Immediately.
Come on down here, let's get these repaired fully.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
And I wonder, maybe we just want to bring over these units as well.
Command.
Reporting in.
SCV good to
Let's
go.
fly up and around and try and grab the
Our
last
allies'
generator.
base is under attack.
Never mind, I think we're going to want to come down and around and help Warfield. Let's go here, and then here,
Good to go, sir.
and then here, and then we can go up and around and hit the generator from the other side.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Yeah, we can just sort of sneak in and snag it. Don't worry, Warfield, we're coming. We don't want him to break through this little plateau, otherwise they're going to be in real trouble. And see, now he's loading these back up. He also pulls a lot to repair, which I appreciate.
SCV good to go, sir.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, so let's come on up here.
What can it do?
Commander's really strong. He can probably defend a lot of stuff by himself if he wants to. What I can do is build a ton of barracks and then maybe float them all over to the other, to the place when it's time to go. And then gas, comsat station.
SCV good to go, sir.
I'm going hard with the macro. Okay, I'm trying. We're gonna cluster up as hard as possible. We're going to avoid a lot of this stuff if we can, because the whole point is we're trying to shut it down without engaging it.
Right away. Systems prime.
Perfect. Don't worry about that.
Add-on.
Power generator has been destroyed. Power to mercenary command turret defense has been disabled. Has decreased. What are you doing, Commander? Stop wasting efforts on Chesard's base and take down that Cerebrid. All power generators have been destroyed. Mercenary command turret defense has been taken offline. Not only that, but that gives us vision of, like, everything.
Mineral field depleted.
Don't worry about that. Now, unfortunately, though, that makes all of the pickups sort of blend in together. Are you noticing this? Many people are saying this. All right, come on down here. Let's get repaired.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Say it loud and proud, son.
Ugh. Ugh. Warfield, you're terrible. Just build some wraiths.
SCV good to go, sir.
Alternatively, we might be able to finish this before he's, like, in actual serious trouble. So there's one Palladium of 2.
Our allies are being attacked.
There's both Palladiums. There's one more Iridium.
Our allies' base.
There it is. Okay, so they're all in Chezer's base. There's nothing in the Zerg base. Which to me basically is saying, hey, just kill the Zerg. And I will.
Our allies are being attacked.
Having to keep him alive is a bit of a pain. I might just hang out here. Again, the fact that he rebuilds is really, really handy. Because this is something that a lot of allies don't do.
Report for duty.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to lift all these barracks and float them up here and land them right here. I could do the same with the command center too. In fact, I will. Now we still need that depleted gas.
Base is under attack.
It's like he's trying to rebuild, but he's not doing a great job. Okay, that's fine. That's still mining.
Go ahead, man.
Immediate scan. Immediate scan. I understand it's nice that the AI does that, but again, the fact that it is immediate feels kind of BS at times. So let's lift all of these. And float.
Engineering at your disposal.
Standing by. Attack formation. Roger.
Okay, and then new wraiths that I build, we're going to put over here.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Like, I don't need this command. You know what I can do? We'll bring this command center along with the barracks so that we can make SCVs, and I'll just build another command center here so that we can scan more.
State your request.
I read you.
And repair.
Awaiting orders. Order accepted.
Reporting in.
Repair me. Repair here, please. Let's quick save. Again, I'm just about ready to make this happen.
This vessel will comply.
Our allies are being attacked.
Wraith awaiting launch orders.
And as wraiths die, we're going to replace them with infantry, which is going to be able to wipe this out a lot more efficiently.
Engineering at your disposal.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay, let's clear out that landing zone right here. Well, let's hang on. Let's take these out. Wait for them to be over the air. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and attack.
Base is under attack.
We'll float these in here eventually. They'll get there. No missile turrets is really nice, and let's not let them take out these structures. I brought them over here for a reason. Okay, so let's land the command center first for some SCVs to repair. Take out this cluster of barracks. That's going to be really, really helpful. Tom Kazansky, let's just back you up and leave you on hold position. And then land here, make some SCVs.
Unacceptable length. Mineral field defeated.
I hate using dropships. I told you I hated it, so this is how I'm going to play the game.
Base is under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, got rid of a lot of that stuff.
SCV good to go.
Tom Kazansky specifically get repaired.
Mineral field
Spam out
defeated.
Marines. Back up.
Reporting in.
Take out this stuff. Now, where is my dropship?
SCV good to go, sir.
Is it back here? Yep. So let's go ahead and bring the commander, and let's bring our
Base is
medics,
under attack.
3 Marines, and then the commander, and we'll go up there so we can pick up our remaining resource pickups.
Our allies are being attacked.
Man, these maps are so big. See how they're like attacking these errant buildings instead of defending themselves?
Reporting in. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, move on up. Let's just stay together here. They can rebuild all this stuff as much as they want. It's not going to help them. Commander get loaded up. We have to be careful with him because of spider mines, but otherwise he's like a really valuable addition to this. Spam those Marines. Field response theta is getting brought up as well. So as we very slowly repair this stuff up,
Piece of me, boy.
continue to get maxed out.
You want a piece of me, boy?
There's the Iridium.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I don't quite remember where it all was. I think there's, yeah, up here.
Good to go, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, and on this weird area here. I guess let's go and see if we can snag that really quick. Quick save again, just in case, because this is... Who knows if there's going to be wraiths that chase us down or something.
We could use some help here. You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, let's go for these starports next.
Our allies are being attacked.
SCV
Got
good to
that.
go, sir.
We're in for some chops.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
You know what? Let's get this command center and get rid of the SCVs to kind of slow down the rebuilding.
They're all over me.
And let's build some new wraiths to leave over here for Warfields. He's kind of dopey. He's putting guys in bunkers again. That's all you gotta do, man.
Our allies are being attacked.
Just keep doing that.
Base is under attack.
They're all over me.
The ability to shut down the turrets is so nice here. I can't stress that enough. Okay, and then down here. Where's Tom? Is he? I think he's in this group right now. Yeah, he's in there. Now, I could go and win, but I don't need the Palladium, but I would like the Palladium. So let's, I guess, handle that first. Rescue the Protoss, bring the Commander. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, almost in, almost there.
Base is under attack.
Just keep spamming those Marines. Good work, field response theta. You're doing great. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, let's move on in here. I just realized Tom has the ability to evade while cloaked, and he's got a higher energy capacity. That's cool.
Our allies' base, our allies are being
Okay, this is unfortunate. One bunker. My god. Stop rallying. We'll build up a whole nother group. I think we've got enough stuff here, but it's just... My goodness. Keep using that shotgun thing.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, hey, Wraiths.
Transmit coordinates. You want a piece of me, boy? Roger. Standing by. Vector, give me something to shoot.
Okay, let's destroy that bunker. These guys are fine. Commander's fine. Magellan doesn't have an icon, but I assume he's okay. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, you got one shot, but we'll be okay. EMP shockwave. This whole time I assumed those were ghosts casting that, but that's not how it works in this game. Okay, Commander, we're going to make a run for it and hit this tank. You're going to take a blast to the face, but you'll be fine. Kablam. Warfield's getting wiped out, but I think we're going to be able to finish this before it's too late. Commander, take this. There it is. 150 life, 3 armor, 10 movement speed. Wowee. Okay, still haven't found enough iridium for the next level for him. Now I assume the whole the heroes have to survive. That includes Warfield, who's probably hanging out down here. He's got some BCs as well. I think he'll be okay. Okay, so let's move up the side here. There's no tanks here anymore. Let's get to it. This poor Wraith. We could use some help here, honestly. Sorry, but no. Let him out. We've got everything. We did the bonus objectives. Let's get this door open. Many thanks to you, Terran. We are eternally grateful for your rescue. Praetor Mojo has reached out to us of your coming. We must make haste if we are to save him and our brethren. This is an outrage. How dare you directly disobey my orders? I've warned you, Commander. It needed to get done, Arcturus. You weren't going to let them die here today. You ignorant fool. Omega Squadron's now under heavy attack from the Zerg because of your negligence. Actually true. What? No, we're sending reinforcements to Omega Squadron now. You don't seem to get it. It's too late for that. The Zerg are set to overrun the area. We could use some help here, Commander. Fall back, you sorry sons of bitches. Everyone get out of here. Damn you, Commander. So that's the trade-off. My understanding is, if you do, like, the B pathway, in the original Enslavers, the A pathway was the one that had more missions. And then the only thing different was the final mission. Whereas in this, there's actually, like, an equal number of missions per path, which is really cool. I think what it is A pathway gets you linked up with Mojo's boys, and who doesn't love Mojo's boys? Whereas B pathway, Omega Squadron survives, and you get access to unique, like, really powerful anti-ground tech. It looks like Diamondbacks is one of them, but probably a bunch of other stuff, too. So, again, I've backed up my bank file from before this mission, so if I can replay this one with cheats and kill the Cerebrid instead, and then, like, again, I just have to have multiple bank files to be referenced while I'm playing this. But for now, I'm going to play through the A canon pathway, which is going to be saving the Protoss. And then that's what I want to have, like, locked in for when we play through, like, when we start the Protoss campaign, for example. I believe that the bank data carries forward for that. So what I'm going to do is, like, from the Terran campaign, I should say. So I want to do, like, A canon for Terran and then kind of review my options for Protoss, etc., etc. But I want to be able to play the B canon missions for Terran without, like, actually saving that bank data. So I'm going to have multiple versions of the bank file. It's going to take some juggling. Hopefully I don't mess it up. But again, we can always use cheats to kind of get back to where we were and all that good stuff. I think this mission, number one, the intros to the maps are a little too long. And again, I realize saying that's kind of hypocritical considering I play so many projects that are just, they have so much narrative stuff going on. I just feel like not as much is needed here, but I do appreciate the attempts to use this to kind of tie StarCraft 1 into StarCraft 2's story. And so you can kind of see the link there to kind of cover that gap. But also, I also see the beginning holdout section of this map as maybe too long / unnecessary because it's such a huge macro mission that you're kind of playing for 10 to 15 minutes at the beginning just to hold out and accomplish nothing as well. I don't know, it's a lot. And then of course the Palladium and Iridium favor you saving the Protoss because that's where they're all at the in Shezer's base at the top area anyway, which is kind of funny. So it's kind of like, of course, you're kind of nudging the player, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to go A path. Seems a little unfair. Maybe there shouldn't be any pallets that deep in enemy territory at all when the whole point is to make them destroying all these bases and kind of the slog optional as well. So that's kind of my thought on the design decisions here. I don't really expect this campaign to get updated because it's quite old as it is. So I don't think anything like foundational is going to be changed. I don't know if if there'll be any bug fixes or anything in the future. You never know. But, it's nice to touch on this stuff because the whole idea of this campaign is to sort of smooth those rougher edges from the StarCraft 1 issues, which were really sloggy macro maps. Though I do think this introduces issues of its own. I know that, the further you get into the Protoss campaign, and then especially the Zerg campaign, there's a lot of bugs. I've been working with some folks on SC2 Mapster to address those separately of the base map files, so hopefully, we get some of those fixed when we get to them in the showcase. Okay, this has been a long roundup, so I'm going to go ahead and end here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.